And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's Arizona taking on New York. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, number 4. She leads the team in wins above replacement. So most days, you can expect her to be a big factor for this team.
Yeah, Boog, she's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. She's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to players in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about her, and they say the team really looks to her to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
Just about ready to go, and on the hill, number 35. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ground ball up the middle. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Now the number 2 hitter. Now move to first. And he's back safely. Not even close there. And that's ball 2. Grounder might be 2. Good feed. That's 1. How about that double play?
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute it. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Zamora. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. Half inning complete. We've got no score.
I don't think you understand. I'm on my way. Oh man, 100 bands, raw papers, all gas.
Back here with my pal Siggy. On the hill here today, number 46. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Next offering upstairs. Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Holmes.
Simply put, Boog, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game. Just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch her go out there and do her thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully she's able to do something special in this one.
1 out, bases empty. The pitch. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
She came out of her mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's the power hitting catcher. Two out, space is empty. And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he hasn't gotten a result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Kicks and deals. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brings it in. And that is that. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Edison Urbina. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And there's 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Perez. That one missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
That misses. And now 3-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to her strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to her right there anyhow.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all. She dives, but she can't make the catch. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 3 of this 4-game series.
Full count.
Next offering is downstairs. Garcia hitting on deck circle. (3-2). Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the throw to the plate. She's in there, and a run comes in to score. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Garcia. That one finds the zone, and the count is 2-2. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1.
I promise you there are players that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and she gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's the rookie third baseman. 2 outs.
Ball.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Kicks and fires. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Diamondbacks on top here, 2-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now Holmes. So you talk about a player that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and she makes all the plays. And the right-hander deals towards first. She steps on the bag. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 18.
And now the rookie second baseman. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? 1 down, base is empty. And another ball.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A gigantic blast. Her second homer this series, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
She wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's a big power threat. Carter. The wind and the pitch. And that one sliced foul. The 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next one in the dirt. Got her swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's some real power at the plate. Jones. 1-1 now.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a foul straight back. And a pitch. That one ripped. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top half of the third inning at the plate. Number 52. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Just missed.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's the right fielder, Zamora. 3-2 on the way. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So now the DH spot, Edison Urbina. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. All loaded up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. On the ground, right side. He comes home with it. And that's 2. So 2 down now. And here is Perez.
She's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some batters just take it to another level. For her right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and she's in full speed.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And she hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Diamondbacks have the advantage 2-1. And we're back. Now here's the switch inning power threat. Ward.
Number 7.
And the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2, goes off speed, gets the out.
Number 99.
Now the left fielder. And another ball. Here's a 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Righty delivers. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Zamora makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now the center fielder.
So the batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Jude Sloan. The 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it herself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. On to the 4th, leading off number 25.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. This one popped up. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 47.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And there's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
The 1-1. On the ground. Oh, great stop. Not in time. He's safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Here's the third baseman. The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. 1 runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's the center fielder. At the belt and fires. And that one missing low.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Nope.
Wouldn't chase that time.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Strike 2.
3-2.
Left-hand batter waits. Out to center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as she comes across to score. It's 4-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Comes the 2-2. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A massive home run. His 12th of the season, and they add a pair. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now here is Zamora. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. The 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and nobody left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Diamondbacks out front here. 6-1.
Leading off.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 4. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Try to get her to chase on the changeup that time. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Out towards left center. On his way over. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and the count is even, 2-2. The other way. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And now it's going to be Holmes. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at first, one away. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Well, this is a hitter that can be frustrating for pitchers because she fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
She gloves it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
The count.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Simon.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Edison Urbina. Just missed. Swings and misses. And it's 3-2.
3-2.
The wide to kick the pitch. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Swing, and she breaks her back. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. She's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Here's the catcher. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And here it comes. That one not close. The count now 2-2. And another ball. Three and two now. And they'll do it again. And now the lefty, and he walked him.
Ball 4.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boo.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Outside. Now 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're at the top of the 5th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. One run is in, and into second with one away. That's a double. Cut off. Now a throw home. The tag out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
And now the shortstop, Garcia.
You can see she was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And he deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Breaking ball, and that got her. He had her 1-2, and he ends up hitting her with a pitch.
Number 19.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now the third baseman. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got her, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Diamondbacks out front 7-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jones.
Number 9.
She's a hitter who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this player hits for contact, so she delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And there's a ball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on her, she's still very comfortable because she has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. She's a threat deep into the count as well.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Now batting. Number 7.
Ward getting ready to hit.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. That just misses. And that's ball 3. Payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder.
Oh, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate, here are the tops in the league.
Into center. As this one sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back, all set for the top of the sixth. And now the center fielder, number 52. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. That clips a corner.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Now all even up. And it goes just foul.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Sloan makes the catch. One away. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Now it's the second baseman.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One down, base is empty. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The lefty fires. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now back.
Digging in, Zamora. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the catch up to the heater.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
The throw to first, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Diamondbacks have the lead 7-1. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the center fielder, Jude Sloan.
Jude Sloan.
The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two. And down on strikes. Now one away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And the batter will be the shortstop. The 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
I can't play around with her here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
3-2 now. Line drive, base hit, right field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. To third, tag, got her.
In this situation with a single to right field, the runner at first cannot try to make it to third. You've got to get back into this ball game, and every base runner counts.
So man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Holmes. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. Look out, and it hit her. He had 2 strikes on her, and he hit her.
I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
That's a base hit. Coming home. He scores. It's 7-2. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Next is the designated hitter, Carter. Ball to strike. And a curve misses outside.
Well, they've kept her pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you've got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against her.
That one catches the zone. It's 2-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Simon up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Number 34 also throwing. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around third. She scores. It's 7-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it. Hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Number 46 is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 34 into the game, on for the 30th time this year. And now Jones. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. That was blasted to the moon, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-6.
Locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 2 down. Ward digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Many years ago we saw this possibility, but we didn't have a way.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Perez. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one pulled foul. Got her looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked her up, and it's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if she was fooled or if she thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now, number 25. Line drive.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Goes down looking. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, number 99.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's outside. And the count is 3-1. Number 4 up next. And that one is lifted in the air. He's under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
On the mound now, Simon.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's the shortstop. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. That one's in there. 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Garcia.
Number 24.
That one misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And Garcia gets a piece.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as she fouls that fastball back.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the third baseman. The wind of the pitch. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And another ball.
Well, she's so great about hitting the ball the other way. She hits those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten her up a little bit so she doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding her with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you could tell that hitter was just overmatched.
Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 8-6.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball will get out of the ballpark. For him, it's
new pitcher on now, number 33. He's into the game with the bases empty. So 2 away with nobody on. Now the number 2 hitter. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Wouldn't chase that time. Sets him down looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-6. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 21. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed. All over that one right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now the third baseman, Holmes. And that one hit to first. 1 at second. And they get her easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Number 35 comes on now. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the second baseman. 2 outs. That one the other way, and that should be extra bases. Now she turns and heads for second. The throw in. She's in there.
Having herself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Carter. A little out front there as she swings through it.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with her speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Come on, show me what you're working with, 'cause I got a lot.
That you can try, but you never really take from.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Zamora. And it is 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Simon, the left-hander, up and throwing. Simon getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now designated hitter.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous inning streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
Kicks and deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Zamora aboard here at first with nobody out. Two on the way. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one away.
Number 26.
Perez, the next to hit. The pitch. Swing and a miss as she chases that one darting out of the zone. Left-hand hitter waits. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-2. Throw to first. Zamora back in on a dive. Swings and misses. Struck her out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Inside, almost got him. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now
here's the left fielder. 1-2 now. And another ball. Two on, 2 outs. Got him. Out number 3. 2 left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Diamondbacks on top 8-6. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Number 43.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off.
Here's some real power at the plate. Jones. She's been a difference maker in this one with what she did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boo, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
Talk about the right hitter at the right spot. They really need a rally, and she is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
The pitch. And down on strikes she goes. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 9th.
Well, big power hitter right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. She tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now the left fielder, number 99.
Well, you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance.
3. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 8 runners on base.
Back in the days when the
For the home team, 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors.